Hey guys, what's going on? So I was just chilling here, I was just drinking some Gatorade. I was like, man, I need to review my M1 MacBook Air. This one. So why did I get this computer? Well, my old MacBook Pro finally died because it just lasted for way too long. It was a 2011 and I don't know what happened. I think it was like a graphics card issue that was known for that computer. But man, it really lasted me for a long time. I used it with Logic Studio. I would record my drums to it all the time. And yeah, I still wanted to continue recording, so I was like, man, I need to get another computer. And my whole thing was, do I really need to get a MacBook Pro? Will it work with my audio interface? Will it be enough to handle Logic Studio and even Final Cut for even videos like this? And then I saw some other reviews and they really intrigued me, so I was like, man, I have to pull the trigger because I need a computer. So it's been about a month since I've had it. It's really been a really nice computer. It handles everything flawlessly, very smooth, very fast, and it's just unbelievably fast to me because the solid state's already fast enough, but I guess the way it exports the data, maybe it's more optimized. It's Apple's best computer. I mean, I chose this one because I really wanted less parts in my computer, and I always like the design of the Air, and there's so many people that want to have that portability and power, and finally this one really does what it needs to do. And I think it's actually more than enough for 98% of people that use Apple products. And this is coming from a previous Apple employee. I worked for Apple for about 7 years, decided to dip, do some other stuff. You don't need to know none of that right now. Okay, we're talking about the M1. And I'll go over some features with it, but really I just wanted to start off by saying if you're on the fence getting this computer, this is the one to get. I intend on keeping this computer for until it completely dies. So I don't want to be spending a lot of money buying computers year after year. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I'd rather get more audio gear. But so far so good. It's been reliable. So a couple other things I want to cover real quick. So why did I choose this model? Again, that was mainly because I wanted to get the MacBook Air just from my own personal interests. I always wanted the MacBook Air, and I wanted something very portable, very easy to place, and I just wanted something that could do what it needed to do for me. And then when I realized it can do beyond what I really needed to do for me, I just thought that was pretty cool. So I actually bought the baseline M1 MacBook Air, but I upgraded the RAM upon purchase. And I think that's definitely the way to go, just so you can hopefully future-proof it depending on what you really do with it. But if you just intend on using it for Safari, checking your email, doing document-related stuff, just get the base model, stay with 8 gigs, because you're not going to do nothing with it that's going to make it really pushed at all, period. I just wanted to cover another thing real quick, and that is the fact that I decided to get another Mac over switching over to PC. Besides the obvious reasons to maintain whatever it is, like software that I use with audio, which is Logic Studio, that only runs on a Mac, right? So, but besides that, if that had nothing to do with it, the reason why I think Apple's way better over PCs is because it comes with way more software applications. So a lot of that money that you spend on Apple computer, that's really being put into software developers that are making the operating system optimized for all the apps that it's built for, and even the pro apps. So if you ever need to back up your computer, this actually has an application called Time Machine, which is this. And Time Machine can actually back up your entire computer, including the operating system. And from that point on, you'll be using an external hard drive. So whenever you plug it in, every time you update your computer, it backs up every change that was made on the computer. And it's actually very phenomenal. So I remember I had a customer a long time ago, and she basically was an old lady, didn't really know how to do a lot with computers, but she decided one day just to go in her all mail section of Gmail and just started hitting that delete button like it's the end of the world. So she came to the store and she was freaking out. So my solution at the time, I just told her, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it out. So since I knew she used the mail program, I just told her to go back before you deleted all that data, maybe a day. And whenever we did that in the application Time Machine, it actually brought all her Gmails that she actually deleted permanently from before all back into her Gmail. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I remember getting a Windows computer, I didn't see no feature about backing up to an external drive. So I just think that's, I just don't think that's right. I think people should be able to back up their entire computer just to keep their life easier without having to go to a third-party software company that might go out of business at some point. So that's one huge reason. And plus, you don't have to install antivirus on your Mac. So that's one huge factor right there. Whenever you buy a Windows computer somewhere, they're always going to push, putting Norton on that computer. That's just because, they're just going to make money with that. But anyways, the software that it comes with, that's good. If you're into storing photos, there's a Photos app, there's an iMovie app for making basic YouTube videos, or maybe you want to make just basic home videos, whatever. There's also GarageBand if you want to record music, if you want to learn music. It actually does it at a very high level. And a lot of people think GarageBand is just a crappy program, but really, not too long ago, within like 20 years, people used to have to use more analog type devices just to get their music recorded the right way or whatever. So it's really a huge value of a program just to start off on if anyone's interested in like audio editing or recording their music, whatever, or even really anything audio related that you're trying to do a podcast. If you're trying to learn piano, they have all kinds of weird, cool stuff that you don't really typically see. That you don't typically see in a simple application like that. What else did I cover? Okay, so another application I really think that people sleep on is going to be Pages, Numbers, and Keynote. With those programs, you can open up your Office documents, you can save them in .doc, PPT, whatever. Also, the compatibility with Office documents is seamless. Those programs can handle all your Microsoft Office related equivalent type tasks, and they do it better, if anything. Numbers might not be as intense as Excel, so if you do a lot of crazy Excel stuff, maybe you might want to go with that. And when I say crazy Excel stuff, I mean, are you going into formulas? Are you going, something that's really particular to Excel? But if not, if you're just pulling up a spreadsheet, Numbers really gets it done really well as well. And then one other application everyone sleeps on is Preview. With Preview, first of all, you don't have to download Adobe PDF Reader. With Preview, you can actually sign documents using the trackpad or your signature if you take a picture of it. So it's a really good program. You can resize images with it. You can crop images. You can take out you can take out space in an image that's a solid color. So for example, if I had a picture that was maybe a picture of this bottle on the wall, I know that's weird, but if I wanted to, I could take out just the background and then have it isolated. So I mean, Pages can do that, Numbers can do that, Keynote can do that. So that's one of those features that kind of crosses over that you'll see with Apple. But again, I just wanted something that's going to be reliable, something that's going to hopefully last me another 10 years with no issues, no problems. And I really like it, guys, because it's light, it's very compact. The battery, it lasts forever, way longer than any other battery in a computer that I've had before, so that's pretty cool. And you know, I just think if Steve Jobs was alive right now, he would be only using this computer, because this is definitely by far the best one that, in my opinion, Apple's come out with so far. I mean, I know it's missing a bunch of extra crazy ports, but what I decided to do, I decided to get just something cheap off of Amazon, and hey, it works out good. And the Pro apps at the end of the day are the best. So if you're on the fence of subscribing to Adobe just because you want to use Adobe Premiere or whatever, see what iMovie does for you, and then if you want, you know, some more options, then go ahead and get Final Cut Pro, and that should be way more than enough for most people, because I just think Apple knows what they did when they designed the computer. So I hope this was a really informative video for you guys, and I think you really can't go wrong. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, like and subscribe. And what I plan on doing is a series of just some basic tutorials for you guys. So those of you who are completely new to Apple, maybe you just want to get adjusted, more familiar with just being more efficient using the computer. Maybe you're overthinking it or something. So I'm going to try to make a few videos, and like and subscribe if you want to see more.